Hello. Hi guys. I hope you're doing well. I'm coming from work. Today I was a little bit late. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. And I thought that I could touch base and see how you are waiting. The anticipation must be very high. Trying to back up my car here. And for tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I can imagine. People are still waiting for hours. Now it's hours to go. It is hours to go, guys. And remember, here we are gonna, our time is gonna be 12 p.m. So it's gonna be a different time for you, but it's still it's gonna be a different time zone. But we can say it's the same. It's the same time, but you guys are gonna be in a different time zone, and we are in a different time zone. So us will be at noon, and then your time will be after that, I believe. Yeah. No, it's not gonna be after that because we are in different time zones. So it's the same thing, but in different time zones. But like I said, anticipate to have delays because the website is gonna be jammed. So I hope that you have your confirmation number, guys. I hope that you have it ready and you wanna go check for yourself. And I hope that if someone decided to stay with it and they did not wanna give it to you until they find out whether you have been selected, you have a way to retrieve your confirmation number. Only if you are there, they entered your date of birth correctly, you know the email address that they used, you will be able to retrieve your confirmation number. But if you didn't, then you are in trouble. Now, there is a lot of what can I say? There's a lot of fake websites out there that are going to be there online. You will see them, and they will be, trying to call you and tell you that you have won, you have been selected for the DV lottery, or they look for different ways. If you live here in the US, there's something that's called telemarketing. Like, you find that your phone will ring for people who will just call you and they tell you that about your business, about insurance. Some of them might have picked up your name from somewhere or your phone number. And when you listen to their tone, you can tell that they have an accent. It's like they talk like they are from India or wherever that they come from, or Pakistan. You can tell that accent. And I'm not like trying to pick from anyone, but I'm gonna give you like an example of what happened to us. That was like 2 years ago. So my husband wanted to go to Kenya, and he was booking a flight. Here we look for flights online, and then you book through you can book through an agent, or you can book through an airline. It depends on whatever you want. But what happens is that when you are going to book for a flight, there are so many brokers that are there, and sometimes you have to be very careful so that you don't lose your money. So when you're paying for, so that time we had to pay for the air ticket to go home, and I think it was going for $1,200. So when we entered our where we were going and everything, we hadn't even entered the name and everything, but we entered the phone number and the email address because like you wanna know, like you think we had gone to the wrong website, but we didn't realize. So this agent, so we called the number that was there, that was provided over there, and this lady picked up the phone, and then she was like, I'm an agent, I work for this company. She even gave us her number and everything. And then we were downstairs. So I was working in the computer, and then my husband had to go and get his passport, because you know when you're booking a flight, you have to get your passport number. So he went and got his passport, and I did put in the passport number for him, because we normally do most of the things that we do together with my husband. So when I put in the passport number, then it was time to pay, and you have to pay online. But then something, like it doesn't matter what I am doing, but if I am paying anything online, because most of the things, even our bills, we pay online and everything. That's the American way of life. I don't read out the card number out loud. I never do that. I don't read it loud. I just type it. So when it reached for me, because she was like kind of trying to walk me through, but then I was like, no, you don't need to walk me through. This is not my first time to pay for a flight. But at that point, I stopped talking to her and I entered the number. So when I entered the flight number, she was like, I don't think that you entered the right one. Can you take a picture of the card, because when you go to the airline, they're going to ask you the card that you used to pay for the airline. I said, no, we can't do that, because when you pay, when we go there, they are supposed to verify with us, not the agent. The agent is not supposed to verify, because the agent is not going to show up at the airport. So that did not sit well with the lady. So I left, because I had to go to work. It was in the evening, so I had to go to work. And then my husband was left like doing the stuff. And then so they kept on telling him, you need to take a picture of the number of the first digits of the card. And then when you go there, we will know the first digits of the card. But if you have a debit card, the first digits of the card, it's like a regular number for a bank. Like you find that most clients will have that number starting. And then she said that after you take that one, I would like you to take another picture. So my husband said, no, I can't take a picture of my card, because I don't know why you are asking the information for my card. And so we had we had made the payment, but the payment doesn't, they don't deduct the money like immediately. Even like, when you pay money here online, it doesn't get deducted immediately. Normally what happens is that it goes pending for a certain amount of time, and then maybe if it was a bad thing that it wasn't right, or maybe it was someone who was trying to use your card, then after you get your email, you can stop it, because when you make a payment on the bank, it automatically sends an email to you. It sends you an email so that you can know. So so we had already made the payment, but the money had not been deducted, so it was still there. But those people, they wanted our card number. But at the end of the day, we ended up not giving it to them. And I do remember my husband hung up the phone, and they kept on calling and emailing and everything. But at the end of the day, we didn't. So we had to call the bank and cancel that transaction. And then we opted to go to the airline, to our local airline here. And that is where we bought the ticket. So why am I giving you that story? I'm giving you that story because there are going to be so many con people online who will want you to pay them so that they can tell you that you have won the DV lottery, or maybe they can give you a fake letter that says that you have been selected. No, there is nothing like that, guys. The only way for you to be able to know whether you have been selected or not is by using your confirmation number and going to the right website. You must be able to go to the right website. It's called the EDV Lottery 2024. I'm going to type it for you. I'm going to attach the website on this video down there so that you can know. So guys, you have to check with your confirmation number. Do not be conned. Do not allow someone to take your money for something that you have not been selected. You have to be very, very, very vigilant and very keen, because it's your money. You have worked hard for it. And if you get selected for the DV lottery, guys, you will end up spending so much money that you won't even believe it. You spend a lot, because winning is just a tip of the iceberg. But after you win, you will spend a lot of money. If you don't have a passport, you have to get a passport. You have to prepare. You have to do your stuff with the 2NLs. Of course, earlier we used to pay to send the 2NL with the mail, but right now everything is done online. But still, if you don't have internet in your house, you still have to go to a cyber and pay the cyber person to use their internet. You know what I mean? So there is no payment. You don't pay for someone to check for you. You don't pay to be told whether you have been selected. There is nobody who is going to tell you that because you are not selected, I can help you out and you can still get to be selected. There is nothing like that. So I know people like to come to live in America, like they do. Everybody wants to come and live in America. I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody does. Not even the people who live in Africa, even the people who live in Britain, even the people who live in Canada, and they don't have like the right, they don't have a way of becoming residents or becoming citizens. They want to come to the US because US, when you come with a green card, you are assured after 5 years you will become a US citizen. You know, people want to come to the US. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that people don't want to come, and that's where that you find that you will be conned. Someone will come in, they will give you this hot story. I remember that woman, the way she was talking on the phone. Oh my gosh, and she was so patient. You know what really disturbed me was like she was really patient, like really, really patient. And you know, I don't even know, like I can't even tell you, like she was so patient and so nice. But at the end of the day, she was trying to corner. So if we had taken the picture of our card and given it to her in the name of that we were going to be asked for a card in the airline, when we went to make the when we went to travel, then our money would have gone, because that's what they do. They will con you. Sometimes they will tell you, oh, I don't know, they have stuff that they tell you. People have lost money because of those fraud people. You know, there's a lot of fraud that's going on around the world, and it's not only here in the US. And you know, this here in America, like I would say, like things are more digitalized, and maybe that's why those people are able to maybe have very fast and be able like to call people. But you have to be sharp, guys. You cannot let anybody tell you that they are gonna be able to help you out in anything about the DV lottery. If you open the DV lottery and you find that you're not selected, then fine, move on. You know, move on. That's not the only thing. Move on, but do not become desperate and start thinking of maybe someone is telling you that they are going to help you. I don't know what, because I think if they call people in America like that fast, what about in Africa? They will call. You know, they will call. These people are desperate, and you know, they are too fast on computers, very, very fast on computers. These people they are not like stupid people. These people have degrees, and they know a lot of computer. They do know a lot of computer work, and they know how to, you know, I've heard stories whereby they have conned people millions of money from the bank, especially these old people. One time I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me that she was just talking to this young guy, and it was about, I can't remember what it was about, and they even know how to get money from your Cash App. Like, they are just crazy, you know. So you have to know that there is con men, and that DV lottery, oh my goodness, that one can make you like to be conned like very, very fast. And that's why I said tomorrow I'm gonna be online. I will be online, so that when you go to log in to I'll be there. I'll show you the website if you are not sure of it, and you can research for yourself. I normally say that the information that I give here is depending on my experiences and what I have read. I like to read a lot. I do read a lot, and I think most of the things that I know, I get them from reading. I read a lot of books, I read a lot of information, and that's how I have been able like to know stuff, because you find that when you come here in America, like stuff is hidden, and sometimes the American way, they are not used to the way they are. I think that's their culture. They are not used to they're not so open, like they won't tell you whatever. So most of the stuff you have to learn by yourself. Like for example, even in my job, if I find out something I don't know, yes, I can ask my supervisor, because my supervisor is there, and I can ask. But even before I go to ask, I have tried to find out for myself, because they have guidelines that are written down that you can go through, and you see what you're supposed to do. I like to read those, because those are important. Like, you know, the protocol, you know, like what you're supposed to do in whatever that you're doing. And it's so even if you're going to ask, you know you have some knowledge, because without knowledge that you will not be able to do. But you don't just ask anybody, because if you ask everybody, they will think that you're so stupid. But what I know is that asking questions makes you wise. It makes you like know more. So I'm never afraid to ask about anything. But if you find that if you go to the wrong people, you're gonna be misdirected, and you're gonna end up wasting a lot of money in someone telling you that you can win the DV lottery in this way, or they can help you get it. Nobody can help. Even me, when I live here in the US, I can fill out the DV lottery for you, and you don't win it, because like I said, it's the DV lottery is selected randomly by a computer. It is not selected by a human being. The computer selects, so nobody can help you to win the lottery. So the hand of God is the one that can help you to win the lottery. I'm telling you, that's the only thing that can help you to win the lottery. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day for me, but I will be live. I'm gonna be live 2 hours before the DV lottery starts. I'm gonna be live. I might not stay live for that whole time, or maybe I can push it to 1 hour before the DV lottery starts. That way I can see people, we can say hi, even the people that I have never met. You know, I don't go online so many times because I am so busy, guys. Like, sometimes I look for time and I can't get it, especially my working at night. It takes most of my time, and I still want to spend time with my kids. So that's why I like to like produce videos, because I can do those ones when I'm driving. You know, when I'm going home, I can do a video. But sometimes I might not be able to get time to sit down and do live shows, and that's why I don't like promising them. But tomorrow it's special, guys. I'm gonna be live at Charities Bible USA, so that you guys can know, and especially you who doesn't know, especially who is not sure of the website to go to, guys. I will be there. I'm gonna guide you for that 1 hour, and we're gonna continue. Like, we're gonna go step by step. After you have been selected, we're gonna do the DS260, and then after the DS260, then we're gonna wait for the 2NL, and then we're gonna see what you're supposed to do after you get the 2NL. But I said travel.state.gov is your friend. That website, go read, guys. You will know a lot of this stuff. You know, you'll know that there are the other ways that you can use to come here in America. You can come as a student. You can come through many ways. You can come as a visitor. There's so many ways that you can come through here. So, guys, I wish you all the best in whatever that you're doing. I wish that you will win the DV lottery, so that you can come and join us here in America. You know, it's a good life that we live. It's a hard life, because you have to work very, very, very hard. We work very, very hard, guys, and especially if you work in the healthcare field, it's not easy. It's hard, because you're dealing with human beings. You're dealing with different personalities. So not everybody can do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I am. My husband is a witness. He cannot be able to do healthcare. He can't. Like, he just cannot. Like, he can't. He doesn't have. You know, it's I'd say it's a gift for you to be able to interact with people and to be able to like take care of people. So it's a hard thing to do, but it's good that we do it. So I would wish you all the best, and may God bless you. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you, and God bless you.